my total wins and losses. Do I use spreadsheets to log? I mean, I honestly don't really keep that much, like, that track of my wins and losses too much. But I can easily just search SharkScope. That keeps track of all, like, sit and go and tournament winnings. Not winnings, but profit. So it tells you how much you're up or down. Again, that's why I have my stats open. So you guys can see, you know, if you're deciding on whether or not you want to have coaching with me, you can at least see that I'm beating the games. It's a good river. I also use a HUD. Whoa, look at this. Queens to aces to ace 8. Wow, it's straight on the board. Fuck. Yeah, you're gonna bet here on the river. Gypsy 22, thank you for the follow. And Bernard, thank you for the follow of the stream. Is that how I say that name? Bernardi? Did we have the best hand the whole time there? I think he had 9-6. Yeah, you're gonna consider bluff jamming that hand too. Might need your help on something after this for the video. Yeah, sure. Just let me know or remind me when we finish. Nice hand here. Got Janet Jackson, so the Phenomeno. It's a quick call. And we're obviously jamming here for 20. What up, Pepsi? Appreciate the GLs. Took it down with the ace-jack on the other table. Yeah, chat's blowing up here, guys. Sorry for falling so far behind. We had that one coming. We had that one coming after the ace-jack to the queens. No chance I expected that one to hold. Hey everyone, just want to take a quick sec to let you guys know about the Black Friday sales going over at bbz.com. Up to a 15% discount for those of you who are non-seminar members, but up to a 50% discount for those of you who are currently BBZ seminar members. Also included with the seminars now is the brand new BBZ pre-flop trainer, which will help you drill a lot of spots at many different stages of the tournament to help sharpen your skills the next time you get out there and play. Also want to shout out the Simple Poker Systems BBZ bundle that has just recently launched. And what this bundle really focuses on is identifying a lot of spots that are commonly misplayed by a lot of students that BBZ has worked with. And not only are these spots that are very commonly being misplayed, but there are also spots that are very impactful to your overall win rate. So very important spots to clean up. And BBZ has come up with a really smooth system in how to really identify these areas and hopefully clean them up the next time we go out there and play. So if you guys are looking to take advantage of that, make sure you guys head over to bbz.com and check out all the sales going on. Now that you've done that, let's jump back into the action. This guy has not missed a button, huh? That being said, I still think we just call here. I don't think we're deep enough, like, if we 3-bet, like, he's not... We can't, like, 3-bet call here, I don't think. So I think this hand mostly just wants to call. Kind of wondering, like, what the worst pair we 3-bet for value is. And still going to call here with spade. Interesting him using a big bet size on this board. Double FTs. I think once it goes check on the turn, I'm going to block here on the river. Villain's still going to have hands like ace 4s, ace 3s. Even like pocket 5s, pocket 6s, throws in this big bet, just trying to fold out, you know, my jack 10 of diamonds. I think he just calls if he has a king. Like if he's going bet check bet with the king, he's just going to call. Yeah, anyway guys, FT here, just going to show you the lobby real quick and the Phenomeno. Shit. So 6.1k up top here. Currently 6 in chips. It's really short at this final table too. Average stack is, it's gonna be around like 20 bigs. This guy has all the chips. Everybody else pretty damn short. 6s I think it's just gonna, maybe 6s could jam because this guy's opening so wide with all these chips. 6s might actually be a good jam here versus this specific stack. Honestly not sure. Yeah, I think I like jamming here. It'd be way different if this guy was opening off like 20 or 30 bigs. I think I would just find the fold, but this guy should be opening like really, really wide with his chip stack. So jamming against this specific stack, I think is a lot better. Oh, we got some action here. Maybe not. How much do you pay for SharkScope to have that? They have different tiers, I think, or different subscription tiers. So I'm not sure. Just go to sharkscope.com. All that information will be in there. Kind of okay with calling in the spot again. The fact that it's a bounty, I think we get to call here a little bit wider. Although this guy's bounty is pretty damn small. What's next? That pay jump here from 26 to 36. This guy's just been having it. Oh, we're so getting there. So getting there. Boo. We wouldn't have got paid anyway. So, interesting spot here. We opened in the cutoff. Button and big blind both called here. Again, I think we want to be a little bit more passive in general here. This hand doesn't need a ton of protection, and we're up against two opponents here. I'm not sure what flats he's supposed to have in this spot. I'm just going to check call. Again, playing small ball here is going to be a little bit more of a thing, especially with other short stacks around. Just kind of reevaluate from there. This run out. I mean, I like to check back on the turn. I mean, he's still going to check back some ace X. Like, if he's ever calling here with like ace 5 of hearts, I would kind of expect him to check back here. He's also going to bet hands like, if he's calling with like king jack of diamonds, he's going to bet hands like that. I think we just have to give up here though. We can still have some traps here for what it's worth. We can play aces and kings like this. Pocket queens, some ace queens. Nice hand. So again, I think this is a board we can normally get checks on, but we want to leverage our stack. We want to be a little bit more aggressive here overall. So with a hand like this, that would normally mix. I think I just want to be a little bit more aggressive here. And just gonna check here on the turn. Villain can still have, like, he's even gonna have like king X in this spot too. He's not just like pure check raising top pair as deep as we are. Obviously gonna have jack 10s, queen 9s. Even some pocket 2s might just like check all one. Also think this is a spot we probably don't get fold. He's probably gonna value bet a queen here too. Real quick, we'll come back to that because we got a potential pay jump here. 12 bigs, just ripped there from the hijack. No, he had 6, I was gonna say. Seemed like a lot. Terrible Joaquin, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, can't fold here, obviously. 10%, nice. Agraham, or Agraham, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. For 40 bigs here. I think these hands just call a lot, as deep as we are. Tesco Mush. The reason for people not showing on SharkScope is because they have to opt in. Do you have to opt in? Or I think you have to opt out. I think you're automatically opted in when you create accounts. I could be wrong about that. I'm going to check raise here. I think check calling would be fine too. But yeah, I think if anything, you have to opt out. I could be wrong though. It's been so long since, you know, I first got into SharkScope or anything like that. I don't know if I had to opt in order for me to have my results shown. But you could be right. think it's a card we just want to bet here quite a bit. I mean, it's a little bit different here in the small blind than the big blind because we don't have like 6-3 suited here. But we are going to check raise some ace-3s sets. This being one of my worst jacks, or one of my worst queens. I mind going like check raise check here. This also gives us some strong hands in our calling range. That said, villain can still have like pocket fives, pocket fours, king queens, ace queens, but they're also going to have like jacks, tens, nines. All those hands might see bet here on the flop. And like ace five might see bet. So we still have the best hand, but this is just a way so we don't blow up the pot. And also we strengthen our check back range, because if we're not checking back hands like this, then it's going to be hard for us to defend if he ends up betting here on the turn. You could consider even check jamming, especially on blocking hearts. But I don't really expect to... I mean, maybe protecting our equity is kind of okay here. But again, it's just a little bit more on the aggro side. With ICM being a thing here. I just don't think we get called as wide, and when we actually get called and we're behind, we sacrifice a lot of our stack here. Unfortunate river, because like his ace deuces, ace fours, that might be kind of like merge betting on the turn. I'll kind of get there. Queen 10 one time. Queen 10. Oh, set. Perfect. Very top of range. I guess you guys are right, but I'm not playing many hands. I guess he's going to continue. It's going to be sets. A lot of coaches are hiding their stats. It's kind of funny to see that. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, some coaches are a little bit more well-known, so it's not like... I don't think a lot of them need to show their stats to show that they're winning. I don't know. Maybe depending on whether or not they're streaming, like, big FTs or whatever. But yeah, you obviously have to be selective with who you choose to hire as a coach. There's a lot of people out there who are coaching but already beating the games they're playing. Another reason, like I said, why I want to keep my stats open. Versus small blind, I'm going to do a little bit of checking here. Roll kind of high, so I'm going to bet. I think I prefer betting here with a heart. But this hand's still going to get some bet, I would imagine. Deer 112, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Now he's check raising. Okay. Well, we can't fold, that's for sure. We unblock hearts. That could be check raising here. We block queen 10. King jacks. Again, not an ideal spot, but we have to call at least one and reevaluate. Even if it's likely he has like a really strong hand here. He'd have to be finding bluffs with like merge bluff, like a 10-9 of spades here. Yeah. I also don't think the size is good on the heart turn. I think he should be blocking if he's going to continue. So likely just a strong hand there. It's kind of running into it, guys. Oh, this one's going in. Does kind of suck when this guy only has 3.5 bigs, but we've got 5 bigs. We need to double up. What is this? ISO fold. That'd be great. Triple up against one range. Confuse this for a bounty. Rip. Oh, okay. That'll work. Jack's not great. Jack of spades anyway. Do you have the code if you want to join the seminars? Yeah, I have referral links below on my Twitch page if you want to use those. What is this run out? Ace 8 and then Ace 4 overcalls here? Holy shit, is this a real final table? This guy's been in the tank for a while here. Wow, okay, we'll take it. That guy like overcall, Ace 4 off. What do you think my get-in range is? for a pay jump. 10-3 versus King Queen. This guy only had barely over 2 big, so he's got to call any 2 there. Alright, down to 7, the Phenomeno. Guaranteed 900 bucks there. In first place, 6.1k. Here we're guaranteed a little over 3,600 plus another 26 in bounties we have. This guy is in the fucking blender. Wow. GG. This guy's been pretty good at having it so far. He's shown the goods every time. But now, yeah, we're all basically equally stacked here. So we got a grind on our hands, which means we just can't be opening like crazy anymore. Oh, for 40. This seems a little thin to be playing for stacks. It's next pay jump anyway, so from 5 to 7. Not huge. This is so close. I feel like 8s. We could probably play for it. Again, I'm not sure how the dynamic changes with because I'd be a little bit better with flatting here if this were a non-PKO. But since this is a PKO, we're just playing a little bit more aggressively pre-flop than we normally would. There's just more value in us actually winning the tournament in these PKOs. So just in general, there's less ICM going on. Because so much of the money is for winning the tournament and scooping all the bounties at the end. So bet or check raise, both going to be fine. I'm going to check this time. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this hand's just supposed to like 3-bet and call it off V jams. And this hand's going to be pure check raise. Have pocket sixes just one time, please. Don't have pocket sixes one time, please. Oh, that'd be brutal. He probably still gets to trap hands like pocket queens, pocket jacks at some frequency. I think jacks are actually supposed to trap a little bit more. Because it's more likely I'm just going to barrel turn with a queen, and less likely I'm going to barrel turn with a jack. A6 of diamonds one time. So bluffs here are going to be 5-4s. Well, again, I'm not even sure if I'm calling that hand, but I guess really our only bluff here is like 10-9 and 8-9. Some king 10, no diamond could bluff here. Gonna have to keep an eye on it. So 5 minutes. Funny he was talking about stream sniping too. I might have to cut the stream here. Okay. I mean, yeah, good fold, but yeah, I wish I would have known how much time we had in that spot. So yeah, bluffs in that spot are going to be king 10s, 10 9s, 9 8s. Usually those hands not containing diamonds. And then we really don't have like pocket queens, pocket jacks. So our only value hands there are essentially going to be pocket 7s and queen jack. You might be able to use a bigger bet size here too. But we have the worst hand, like never. Unless he has like the case pocket 6s here. For double barrel. Ace 4 of spades he can't have. Ace 4 of hearts he can have. It's a beautiful run out. So this is a spot where we would normally get overbet jam. But again, we're just doing less overbetting in general at FTs. Because A, when we get caught bluffing, we're risking like a lot of chips, and our chip stacks have a lot of value. And B, when we have value, our opponents are going to be calling a lot tighter for that exact same reason. So you're not getting called as wide when you have it, and when you get caught bluffing, it's far more painful because your chips are just worth far more at that stage. So overbets kind of turn to big bets turn to medium turn to small bets turn to checks, yada yada yada. Alright, gotta make sure we don't get in the tank here for too long. So if we get around 2 hours, 9 minutes, and 30 seconds, I might have to cut the stream. If I get jammed on here, I'm gonna throw up. Because I can't see what worse hand or what better hand he can have here outside of like case pocket sixes. Let's go. Yeah, brutal. I think this hand should 3-bet a lot pre. Calling might be okay. Rather call with like diamonds in this spot. But yeah, still a bad call. I don't blame him for calling there at all. Not at all. So I actually think it's to 3-bet at a pretty high frequency. What are the chances he folds after he loses that big pot? Probably pretty slim, huh? Daniel Civ, I'm probably butchering that. Thank you for the follow. Jamal, thank you for the follow as well. Whoops, pocket aces here. Go for a 3-bet not all in. Again, hands like this, like ace-10 off, ace-jack off, I think get to do this. I think those hands are probably not strong enough to jam here. Hand like ace-8 suited, ace-7 suited, ace-5 suited. So the run good continues. Absolutely. Raphael, thank you for the follow as well. Zeno Nitty, thank you for the follow. And we'll get a raise call here with pocket 10s. Like us. Is that 8s? Hopefully it's not 9s. Looks like 8s. Anyway, we'll take those chips. See, I'm gonna check fold. Alright, bet fold here. Gonna hit the sack. Good luck, Kurt. Take it down. Yeah, thanks for chilling out, Pepsi. Glad to see you around here lately again. Missed you, bud. Yep, hope all is well. Hope to see you around here soon. Janet Jackson's. What to do here? Oh, well. There's pocket 6s on the other table too, by the way, which I think is probably way too loose to be jamming. I think these suited hands just call a lot. I think we want to be raising like more like disconnected suited hands, like Jack 7 suiteds and 8-4 suited, stuff like that. Here again, I think better check fold is going to be fine. You want to check here a decent amount because we're not limping a lot of deuce X. Villain's going to have a lot of deuce X in his check back range. But also in general, we just get to do a little bit more betting here. Hands like this are going to 3-bet at some frequency. Me with any hand in level 1 every turn I play. See? It never stops being funny. Oh, we're actually chip leader of the Phenomeno. Now our kicker doesn't play. We unblock like 6-5s. We do block like Jack 10s, 10-7s, 10-6s. and we really only get paid by an 8. So I'm going to check here and try to pick off bluffs with, like, clubs that miss here. Yeah, so obviously we can see his hand. We'd be betting there, but he's going to have a lot of straight draws that brick here. A lot of, like, low one-club hands that brick. Betting's probably fine, too, for that exact reason, because he's always going to check back when he has an 8. I suppose betting when we don't block straight draws is probably better. Or betting when we do block straight draws, because then it's more likely he actually has an 8. So maybe we should have bet that hand at a pretty high clip. Do we defend here? I think it's kind of close. Yeah, I'm just trying, like, normally this would just be a fold for 30 effective, but I don't know how much, like, more aggressively we have to defend because we have 90 bigs here. All of them ref. Pretty baller move if he told you stream was getting close and then sniped you. Yeah, I was nervous about it. I mean, honestly, he did at least bring that back to the, the front of my mind, so that was good on him. Appreciate it, Kurosaki. That might take me fully over to Team Kurosaki. He's definitely better people than us, just with that one line. Good people. Good people. His hand. Now check this back, the FT. I mean, they're both FTs, but check this back at the Phenomenal FT. Better check, both going to be fine here. It's actually a board we're going to be sizing up a little bit, I think. We want to be a little bit more polarized here. Normally this board's not going to hit our check back range too much, so I think we want to bet a little bit more polarized.